Peace. What's good, guys? How's it going? Hope you guys are doing well. Let's discuss Impact Wrestling for June the 9th, 2022. So, this was a pretty decent show overall. I'm digging what they're doing with Honor No More. Really good shit. So, we kicked the show off with Sami Callihan. He was cutting his typical batshit crazy off the wall promo like he always does. This nonsensical, over the top, supernatural glitch bullshit that he's been doing for the last, 5-6 years. Very annoying. Said that he's gonna come after Moose, and I'm ready for this feud to be over with. I'm sick of it. I'm done. I'm tapped out. I'm tapped out with this shit. Like, I am. So, our first match of the night is Tenille Dashwood versus Rosemary. So Tenille has Madison Rain by her side. So basically, Rosemary wins via a distraction roll-up. So yeah, there's that. Who cares? Rosemary to me is boring. She needs to change her character. I'm sick of the whole demon queen thing that she's been doing. This whole goth character. It's kind of annoying. That's gotten old with me. Post-match, Madison Rain, she immediately beats down Rosemary, and Tenille joins in. And then, out of nowhere, Taya Valkyrie, she makes the save. Her and Rosemary stare each other down, and then that was it. So, it seems like what they're probably going to do is do a tag match. The Influence versus Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie at some point. Probably, it might even be the go home show for Slammiversary next week. We don't know. So it ever could happen. Moving on. Although, I don't think that Taya will stay long with the company. I don't. I think she's just there for a couple of matches here and there, and she'll probably end up going back to AAA. So she's just doing, I guess, just per appearance deal. It's probably what they have her as, if I would have bet money on it. Then we got a really banging ass segment involving the Good Brothers. So they visit the Briscoes chicken farm in Delaware. And this thing was cool as shit. So they're there. The Good Brothers, they're there. They're destroying everything. They're destroying the tractor and all the other farm equipment. And they attempt to beat down Papa. I was about to say Papa Uso, my bad. But Papa Briscoe, they're going to beat him down. And he says, well, the boys are back for lunch. And so Jay and Mark, they start brawling with the Good Brothers. The Good Brothers basically get a bunch of good offense in this, but they're about to take out Papa Briscoe again. But then I think it was Jay. He comes back with some crazy gardening tools, and the Good Brothers, they're like, oh, fuck no, we don't want none of this shit. So they dip out. But that was a really good-ass pre-recorded segment. I love that. That was fucking good. That really should have been saved for the go-home show, in my opinion. That's exactly what I would have saved that for. I really would have saved that for the go-home show next week. So, then Gia Miller, she caught up with Heath Slater. Oh, my bad, Heath. My bad. I keep saying Slater, but Heath. So caught up with him. Cut an okay little promo, typical babyface promo, saying that he wants revenge. He's gonna take out Honor No More. And Gia's like, look, you're outnumbered, and Heath's like, he doesn't care. So yeah. Then we had Steve Maclin versus PCO. This match was a fucking banger. I fucking loved it. It was such good shit, man. It was really good back and forth TV match. PCO got busted open. Macklin breaks the arm of PCO, bends it with a steel chair, and PCO still wouldn't go down. The refs come in. The refs and officials, they come in on the outside to stop it. PCO's just throwing them around, punching them, taking them all out. In all the chaos that ensues, Macklin was able to bring in a steel chair, and he hits a nasty DDT for the 1, 2, 3. Macklin wins and stands tall, and then he attempts to take out PCO again, but to no avail. So I really am digging this shit, man. Fucking awesome. And I love what they're doing with both Macklin and PCO. I could see Macklin probably end up being X Division champion, if not world champion. If not him, maybe, going up against Josh Alexander. I see him being the next number one contender after Eric Young, because Eric Young is just there just to be there. He just serves as fodder for Josh Alexander. Like, it's not going to do anything. Then we had a backstage segment involving Deonna Purrazzo and Tasha Steelz and Savannah Evans. And Steelz and Evans, they were like, yo, why weren't you there to help us out? And Deonna's like, look, I'm not here to help you guys out. We never agreed to that. I was just there just to be there. I was just there just to do commentary. And then they said, okay, we see where you coming from. And then they dip out. So that was a pretty okay little segment. Then we got Josh Alexander taking on Joe Doering with Eric Young and Diener by his side. Josh can't control himself, so he whacks Doering with a steel chair. The ref sees it, throws it out the match, calls it a DQ. So Doering remains undefeated for whatever reason. I don't know why they're doing this. This makes no sense. But it is what it is. Post-match, Violent by Design attempted to take out Alexander, but Alexander stood tall, and him and Eric Young, they stared each other down. Eric Young smiled weirdly and dipped out. Said their time's coming, Moving on, we then had some video footage from New Japan Strong involving Ace Austin, who's now a member of the Bullet Club. He joined them, and then out of nowhere, the Bullet Club, they're all celebrating. Out of nowhere, Alex Zane, he steps up and says, this is bullshit. I can't believe you turned your back on your brothers and all this, that, and the third. And then all the Bullet Club beat down Zane. So he's going to be the final member added to the Ultimate X match. So that's fine in my opinion. But I think that Ace Austin's going to retain. He's going to walk away with the X Division Championship again. He's going to retain it. Then we had a brawl, a really good brawl involving Moose and Sami Callihan. They both brawled each other in, I guess, the boiler room of the arena or whatever. Or, my bad, the storage room. So they brawl. And then Moose just starts wailing on him with a bunch of right hands. And Callahan's busted open like a fucking pig. And then all of a sudden, Moose looks for him. He dips out. He disappears. Does this hocus pocus bullshit magic trick that he does. And then before he leaves, he stabs Moose with a fucking key. So Moose couldn't get out of that. And he was banging on the door, you know, trying to, you know, find Callihan. So I think, like I said, this feud, it needs to kind of end or culminate with a, I guess, like a last man standing match or something like that. That's what I would do if I were booking it. Then we had a Backstage Segment, actual Zoom video by Matt Cardona saying that he's tired of Rich Swann, you know, playing the games. You know, he's not the new digital media champion. It's actually still Matt Cardona. Cardona then hands it off. He literally hands it off and says, hey, look, I'm injured, so I'm going to let Brian Myers take over. And Brian Myers said, hey, look, I'm going to defend it, but how about me and Rich Swann? How about the two of us? How about we meet at Slammiversary and we see who's the real champion? And then we had the main event, Honor No More 6-man tag versus Frankie Kazarian and the Motor City Machine Guns. This was a fucking awesome match. This was a banger of a match. I loved it. So many good crazy spots here. In the end, Sabin attempted to do the cradle shock. That was met with a low blow because everybody started brawling. And Mike Bennett was able to hit a low blow, and then Eddie hits the his brainbuster that he's been doing as of late. I forgot what it's called. And then post match, they beat the fuck out of Heath Slater, so they're able to clear the ring. The Motor City Machine Guns, Honor No More. The Motor City Machine Guns and Heath Slater, they couldn't overcome the odds. So they succumb to the odds. And then Honor No More just beats the shit out of Heath. They stomp his leg on the chair like 3 or 4 times. And then they hit him, they whack him in the head with a steel chair. Honor No More celebrates, and then we go off the air. So, like I said before, this is a pretty okay little show. I enjoyed it. I'm digging what they're doing with Honor No More. I really am. So hopefully they'll win their match at Slammiversary. They kind of would have to, since they've given them about 2 or 3 weeks of momentum now. They've taken out both Heath and Rhino, which makes sense. I don't know who's going to join them. I forgot to mention that Matt Morgan was part of this show. So him and Vincent had a little stare down. But we all know that Matt has retired from pro wrestling, which makes sense. I think he's doing what Glenn Jacobs, a.k.a. Kane's doing now. I think he's the mayor of a city. I don't know what city, but he's the mayor of a city of some sort. But like I said before, it was a pretty good little show. I'm interested to see what happens next week involving Honor No More. I feel like since they gave us the Josh Alexander and Joe Doering match in the middle of the show, I feel like Josh Alexander and Eric Young at Slammiversary, that should open the show. Because there's no story there. There's really no story there. Like, it shouldn't main event. You know, that's just me. But thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe for more videos. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
To the end.